Weathering is the breakdown of rocks by water, extreme temperature, and biological activity. I'm going to teach you about an artist who actually uses weathering as part of his artwork. This is Andy Goldsworthy. He's a contemporary artist from Scotland. He creates art completely using natural materials. In this work of art, he actually used pieces of ice and a tree for his artwork. He woke up early in the morning and broke this icicle into pieces and refroze it together just using the natural air temperature to turn it into this awesome spiral. He often goes outside into nature and explores and then uses what he finds there. So in this example, he found this dry, cracked mud in Missouri and picked off pieces to make this interesting pattern. Oftentimes he'll gather materials from outside, alter them in some way, and then rearrange them. In this example, he found all of these stones, broke them in half, scratched them to make that white pattern on the surface, and then put them in order from largest to smallest in a spiral. Andy Goldsworthy is a prolific artist. He's been making artwork for a really long time, and what he comes up with is just amazing. I'm going to tell you a little bit about a project that he did in England called Chalk Stone Path. Goldsworthy is entranced by naturally occurring chalk. He loves how bright white it is and how at nighttime it can actually reflect the light of the moon. For this project, Andy Goldsworthy created a path in West Sussex, England that was paved with crushed white chalk. The path is about 5 miles long, and along the pathway he placed 14 boulders that are 6 feet in diameter, composed completely of white chalk. Originally, these boulders were so bright white that he wanted people to walk the path at night and they would encounter these bright white spheres that would remind you of the moon. Over time, the boulders have weathered and reduced in size. They've also changed in color. What's interesting is that scientists have begun studying these balls of chalk. Originally, they thought that these would weather down to nothing in only 2 years. But what they're finding is that the weathering is slowing down year after year, and now they think that the balls are going to last for over 200 years. They're also finding that the west-facing sides of the chalk balls are tending to show greater mass loss than those that are facing east. They think that this might have to do with rainfall. Scientists do believe that an exceptionally cold, wet winter might cause the balls of chalk to suddenly have massive breakdowns. So can you predict how weathering will change this work of art over time? Now I'd like you to look up Andy Goldsworthy online. There are many pictures of his work there. Can you find another work of art that he created which involves weathering? This activity deals with 4th grade science, strand 5.1, which deals with characteristics and interactions of Earth's systems. Part of the standard says, weathering and erosion are examples of interactions between the Earth's systems. This activity also connects with the 4th grade visual art standard 4.V.P.2. That standard asks students to analyze various considerations for presenting and protecting works of art in various locations in indoor and outdoor settings. It's interesting that Andy Goldsworthy specifically wants his art to break down over time rather than be